In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how Julio Rodriguez breaks in his baseball glove. And the whole reason I'm doing this is because one, you guys asked for it, and then two, it's a pretty dang nice glove. Borderline fantastic. With that being said, here's the plan for today. For onesie, we're gonna break in our glove just like J-Rod. For two, we need to know, should you buy the J-Rod glove specifically? And for three, if not, what's the next best outfield glove? But none of this can be done until we actually walk into the store and buy the glove.
That's not it, that's not it, that's not it, no. It's not here.
Let's go to the next store.
What's up, fam?
We're at a new sports store.
Good start to have an 1810. That's life-saving. So there is an 1810 for sure, but then also they could have the J-Rod pattern, so we'll look for it. Oh, we have options. All right, vote right now in the video. Which one should we buy? Wow, good choice. So it ended up working out. I honestly felt like an absolute idiot when it wasn't at the first store, but we have the glove. This isn't the JR44 game model, but it is the same exact pattern, meaning the shape of the glove is the same, the colors are different. We do actually have one of the JR44 gloves at home in the office because someone sent it in for a break-in. So I'll show you that when we get there. In the meantime, I need food.
We're back in the office, and no, we're not sponsored by Urban Counter. Do I want to? Desperately. Their food is so good. But let me show you something. This right here is the JR44, and that is the game model from the one and only guy we're making a video about. This looks pretty good. I'm not obsessed with it. My favorite part is definitely just that. I don't know if that's teal. It looks really good. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. These look different, but they are the same exact glove. They're the same glove, okay? They look different, same glove. Look different, same glove. It's the Wilson 1810 JR44 because it's the game model from them, right? And the Wilson 1810, all right? If it says 1810, it's the same thing as this. I think I made myself clear. Let's talk about how he actually shapes his glove, because it's pretty good. Also, side note, these are ridiculously comfortable.
Are they?
Put this on.
Oh, hold on my fingers. Woo! Look at how pretty that looks.
In case you're wondering, the way I figure out how he breaks in his glove, videos and pictures. Usually pictures are like the most helpful. I can just zoom in, I look at it, I see what he does, how he shapes it, how he breaks it in, and I just look at a ton of pictures, and it's really not that complicated. You could do it. Just so you know, you could do it. The main thing to start, he does wear the glove 2 in the pinky, all right? If you're in the outfield, you should be wearing it 2 in the pinky anyway. My next note, the heel is super, super square. So there's a left corner and a right corner in the heel of his glove. That's money. I'm a fan of that. I'm a big fan of that. You can definitely notice the dude's got big hands. His hand sticks out a ton. Yours doesn't have to stick out that much, but you should be wearing it 2 in the pinky. The thumb of his glove is just slightly flared and open. Money, yes, I want more of it. But then the pinky is perfectly straight. I personally would flare it just barely, but this is just such a small detail. Who cares? So straight pinky, flared thumb, and then guess what? The fingers are just barely rolled in just a little bit. A lot of that might just be from catching the ball, right? Just a natural little bit of a roll. But that kind of does it. This is a super easy break-in. It is going to slap. That's going to make more sense once I actually break the glove in. Because right now, listen to this. That sounds like clunk, clunk. I want it to sound like tsh, tsh. Let's break this bad boy in. We are going to be using hot/warm water. Come here. This doesn't work. It'll work soon though. It'll work soon. Please don't acknowledge our dishes. They're clean though. They're not dirty. We're gonna get this glove wet. This water right here is hot. Don't overthink the temperature of the water. It should be really hot, but like you can still touch it and not burn yourself. So anyway, we're gonna do this. Glove in. When you're doing this, honestly, you can get the laces wet, but you don't want them to be just absolutely drenched in water, because it'll keep your laces just a little bit healthier. This actually is why I don't dunk the glove as often as I used to. Now we really mainly just do this because you can control where the water is actually going. We're gonna dodge some of the laces as we do this. Oh, look, I can go like this.
I'm actually gonna hit it inside here to get that palm area a little bit wet. It just makes it a little easier to work on. It's really not that complicated. The first thing we're gonna do is pull on the fingers, okay? You're just gonna give like a natural stretch to them, because when you catch a ball a million times, these start stretching out. You're basically just skipping the line a little bit by pulling on them. The stretching that's gonna happen by playing catch, you're just doing it right now. Anyway, let's go downstairs. I'm gonna be using a glove mallet. We're basically just gonna hit this thing and generally loosen it up. But then once it comes to actually shaping it, I'll give you a few tips to make it, you know, as much like the JR glove as possible. The J-Rod. Okay, so I worked on it a little bit and it's already just generally looser, like quite a bit looser. I am a slightly out of breath, hang on. We're going to deal with the thumb and the pinky at the end. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you two little tips to make it so the fingers do have a slight roll. And then also we want the like square heel. We want a corner here and a corner here. So listen to me. If you want slightly rolled fingers, don't go like this, okay? It's gonna look really weird. It's gonna be curving up in a weird spot. If you really want it to look good, take something, either a ball, a softball, and just hit at the bottom of the fingers. Because you want this to be where the glove is pushing backwards, not up here, all right? Maybe that's confusing, but just listen to me. That's the better thing to do. Now, for squaring off the heel, to make this really effective, basically you just want the hinges to be way looser than the rest of the heel here. So this should be a little bit stiffer than this spot and this spot. So if you have a mallet, all you're doing is finding the hinge. Look at, this is my pinky hinge, folds over right there. I'm just gonna hit this a ton, all right? I'm creating this corner, I'm creating this hinge. It's really not that complicated, I swear. And then my thumb side, same thing. That's where the hinge is. I'm just hitting a bunch down here. I honestly put like so little work into this glove. It just breaks in so easily, especially when you go two in the pinky. If you're in the outfield, go two in the pinky, but look at this. I talked about how outfield gloves should make a little bit of a slap noise. This should just be slapping against the other side. Listen. It's just music. It sounds amazing. Outfield gloves should slap, but here's what's important. The thumb is just slightly flared. Our pinky is straight up and down. These just have this slight roll to them, and we have a hinge and a hinge. This thing is money so far. We're actually gonna go use it and see how we like it on the outfield. Here's a hint. I think we're gonna love it. The first thing that we gotta do is actually just let this thing dry. I'll end up conditioning it once it's dry, but you guys get to skip past that. We're just gonna end up at the field. I'll see you there. Welcome to McCaslin Park. It's a little bit windy today, so I'm gonna try to keep the wind out of the mic, if that makes sense, but we got a few gloves here. Yeah, let's finish this video. I'm gonna let you know if the 1810 is like as hot as I'm making it sound, or maybe it is just like an average outfield glove. We're gonna find out. I missed the step. That's stupid. We do need a comparison glove. So today we have the Jack's outfield glove. This is the LJ10 versus the 1810. They both say 10. What's interesting is this is 12.5 and this is 12.75. This is kind of true to size, but this feels like 13 inches. The 1810 is so long, and personally, I am a fan of it. Just know that if you're like pretty young, if you're like 12, this thing will probably feel kind of huge. But then if you're 12, 12.5, kind of perfect. So that's one small note, I guess. This Jack's is absolutely one of my favorite outfield gloves. So today, if I like this thing like significantly more, well, that says a lot. Or it'll just be like pretty close overall. I don't fully know yet. That's why we're here. Quick look at this bad boy. Honestly, absolutely beautiful. I put tape on it because I felt like it. The 1810, honestly, still deciding if I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like it. I think I do, but it also looks maybe childish. Zach, give me your input. Strictly looks, which one are you taking? Why?
That looks good though, but I don't know, this just, what do you say, childish for that?
No, the camo.
Oh, yeah, the camo's definitely, wait, yeah. I think I'd still pick it. I don't know.
Why is that? Some camo looks good, and some camo looks like childish. Why?
It's usually like that digital that I think looks bad.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, we need to do the pop test. Let's switch to the phone camera for that raw audio. So before we even like do the pop test, I destroyed my shoulder in basketball the other day. I tried throwing like a couple weeks ago or last week. Hurt a lot. I'm genuinely scared that my shoulder is like actually super messed up, so gonna find out. It's definitely gonna hurt. All right, official pop test. Bring it on. Give it like 5 throws. We'll call it there. That's like pretty loud. It's great. It's a lot more satisfying inside. That was 1810 pop test. No, it's just not. Anti-pop technology. That was its loudest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little quieter. That's okay. Hey, good job, little guy. This thing is super loud. Honestly, we didn't get any super loud ones like on camera, but off camera we had a few that are even louder. That's a Pop King right there.
Why are you throwing the Pop King?
Oh yeah. Well, it landed. It's fine. Reverse that throw. I'm supposed to throw this one. That was like the same exact throw.
Yeah. What the heck? Taught him well.
One swing. Everybody knows the rules.
That's a knock though.
Let's go field some fly balls. Oh, the ground is like wet. Ground is all like icky and moist and wet. So I'm hiking up the pants. I got a white shirt on. That's not good. All right, J-Rod, don't let me down. Very like precise pocket for an outfield glove. No big throws today. Very forgiving. I caught that like on the fingers over here and it just rolled straight into the pocket. It is interesting how deep this glove is because it's kind of shaped like a triangle. So it has like a super precise pocket, meaning like there's one spot that the ball keeps going to, yet it's also really deep and really big. Money. Let's get like 2 more solid balls. All right, I'm gonna switch gloves. The Royal Blue Jax LJ10. My preferred glove in looks. Gotta decide if I prefer it just for, you know, playing. I'm not gonna lie, you can really tell how much smaller it is because like, well, as an infielder, I basically feel way more comfortable running around with this just because I'm used to having a smaller glove in my hand. 12.5 feels really good for me personally. Dang, this glove is money. I forget how much I like this thing. Absolutely beautiful pocket. I'm also wearing this glove too in the pinky. This is, I don't know how I'm gonna find like enough of a difference between these two. He's out. That's good pop. Wow, that sounded good. That was torched. I catch that with the bigger glove. I was joking, but honestly, you never know. Couldn't really tell how close it was. I might have had another 6 inches on that ball, but I want one more ball with this. Okay, give me like 3 good balls with the 1810. I think I know what the people need to know. Let's see. Dude, both of these gloves feel so good. Nice hit. All right, I'm very confident with what I'm about to say. I'm so glad we got out here and actually like took some fly balls because that just like helped me learn so much. I think right now these are like 2 of the best or just the best outfield gloves you can get. If you are an adult and you know you like a bigger glove, all right, you want something that's 12.75 or even bigger, I would go with the 1810. All right, go with the 1810. It's fantastic. In the link of the description, I'm linking specifically to a few different 1810s. It's on justgloves.com, and there's ones that are like a little older, so they're like $100 cheaper or something like that. If you want the 1810, that's probably the place to do it because it's not gonna look like the JR44 glove, but it's shaped exactly the same. So definitely just go with that. But if you're younger and or you just want a smaller outfield glove, kind of like Mookie Betts, I would go with this. All right, this is 12.5. It's super comfortable because of how light it is and how it just, I don't know, it's a little bit smaller. Running around, it feels amazing. But you have a little bit shorter range, right? That's true. Actually, in case I didn't do it before, Just look at like the difference between these gloves. The 1810 is just taller, it's just longer. But the way that the glove is sold is like your pinky should go in here and then your ring finger should go in here. So it looks like this. Kind of weird, but only my pinky is in the pinky loop and then my ring finger is just in here. I pulled these out like this and loosened them up. So both my pinky and my ring finger are actually in this pinky loop like you normally would with two in the pinky, and this thing feels so good like that. Anyway, goodness. If you're a smaller player, don't sleep on this. Otherwise, you guys, this is just hands down one of the best outfield gloves that there is. Such a ridiculously precise pocket, it's insane. Now, if neither of these sound like your glove, you might need something that's just like bigger and deeper overall. So I would consider the Max Clark break in. He goes 3 in the pinky, which is kind of wild, but don't sleep on it. Check out the video because this might be your glove. Anyway, peace out.